90.3 FM. My name is Esther Wachiko. If you had joined us earlier today, we told you that we'll be having an exclusive interview with Mr. Sowore, presidential candidate in 2023. He's a prominent Nigerian figure, a politician, a human rights activist, a pro-democracy campaigner. He's a writer, a lecturer, and a citizen reporter. He is a founder of Sowore Reporters, best known for actually one of the first online news agencies that gives you on-the-spot reports exposing corruption, human rights abuses, political misconduct in Nigeria. Sowore is also the founder of the African Action Congress political party, and he ran as its presidential candidate in the 2019 and 2023 Nigerian general elections. He has a long history of activism dating back to his time as president of the University of Lagos Student Union between 1992 to 1994. He's also the initiator of the hashtag Revolution Now movement, which advocates for good governance in Nigeria. Sowore has always been a controversial activist in Nigeria's political and human rights space, and he's here this evening to bear it all for us concerning the hashtag Free Nnamdi Kanu protest scheduled for October 2025. We have a couple of questions to ask Mr. Sowore this evening as to why October 20, why the call for the release of Nnamdi Kanu now, why was this protest not staged a long while ago, what were the impediments initially, and the receptibility. There's a reception now. The cross-section of Nigerians believe this is a political trap. A cross-section of Nigerians feel that yes, it shouldn't be a southeast thing. It should be a modus operandi, a call for all Nigerians who want transparency, truth and fairness to prevail in the case of Nnamdi Kanu to come out together and actually campaign for the hashtag Free Nnamdi Kanu on October 20. And it's already meeting up with some resistance. Earlier today, there were reports at one of the markets in Abuja where the traders who actually converge, Sowore just went to meet up with them, I think two days ago, and we heard that some DSS operatives were harassing them, and it's quite an unfortunate scenario. We'll be also looking into some other issues as well that pertains with Sowore and the current political space now that the heightened situation has gotten to a point for 2027. Sowore is already joining us virtually, and we want to connect with him right about now. So, hello, sir. Good evening. How are you, sir? Hello? Hello? Good evening, Mr. Sowore. Can you hear me? Okay, we're trying to connect with him. I do hope that he joins us very soon. Hello, sir. Can you hear me? Good evening, sir. How are you? Hello, good evening, sir. Can you hear me? Hello? Hello, sir. Can you hear me? Kindly unmute your microphone so we can hear you. Hello, sir. Okay, I don't know if there's a situation with the connection, but we cannot hear Mr. Sowore. Mr. Sowore, kindly unmute your microphone if it's muted. Check if it's muted so we can hear you. Hello, sir. Okay, we can't hear anything, Austin. I think the technical crew will try to connect us with him so we can hear. Hello, sir. Kindly unmute your mic if you can hear me. Hello, sir. Mr. Sowore, if you can read my lips, kindly unmute your microphone, sir. Mr. Sowore, kindly unmute your microphone. That is why I cannot hear you. Unmute your microphone on your phone. Unmute it. Okay, right now he's with us, but we can't hear him because his microphone is mute. I do hope that he actually gets to resolve it as soon as possible it's imperative that he responds to some questions, as we had already anticipated him having a conversation with us. And these questions are quite pertinent, considering the fact that the case of Nnamdi Kanu has been on for a very long time. And right now, the call has actually resonated across board. A cross section of Nigerians are speaking about it. If you join us on the evening rush, or even most of the conversation we've been having on Voice of the People 90.3 FM, we have been talking about the hashtag for Nnamdi Kanu October 20 protest, with all of the political twist involved. Mr. Omoyele Sowore, please kindly unmute your microphone. We cannot hear you if you do not unmute your microphone. So please unmute it. It's still signaling that you haven't unmuted your microphone. Hello, sir. Hello, sir. Can you hear me? Please, you need to unmute your mic. Tell your team to help you unmute your microphone, sir, please.
Can't hear me. Hello?
I can hear you now, sir. I can hear you. Thank you very much. You finally
Can you hear
unmuted
me?
your mic. I can hear you. Your mic was mute initially. Good evening. How are you?
Oh, let me do this.
Can you hear me, sir? I can hear you. Hello, sir. Can you hear me?
Hello?
I can hear you very well. Can you hear me, sir?
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Hello?
I can hear you. I can hear you very well. Can you hear me? I don't know.
Hello?
I can hear you, sir. I can hear you clearly. Can you hear me? Hello, sir. Can you hear me?
Hello?
I can hear you, sir. Can you hear me?
Okay.
Hello? Hello, sir.
Can you hear me? I can't hear you.
Hello? Hello, sir. It's really sad if we cannot go with this conversation this evening. I don't know what is happening. Hello, sir. I can hear you. Can you hear me? Can you hear me, sir? Hello, sir. Can you hear me? I can hear you, sir. Please kindly indicate if you can hear me. Hello?
Yeah, sorry.
We can hear you. God, he's gone off. Hello, sir. Good evening. How are you? Hello? All right. We're trying to establish a proper connection with Mr. Amoyle Sowore, and it would be very unfortunate if we're not able to speak with him this evening. Even the number given to me to dial him, we're finding it difficult to access him. So while we try to actually resolve the situation because he has somewhere to be, and the time frame he gave us is actually very short. So I do hope that we're able to resolve this as soon as possible. Okay, and the phone number is not reachable. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we will proceed with the conversation while we try to resolve what is actually going on. It's not something that we anticipated will happen. That's one of the unfortunate things with some of this virtual calls. Sometimes they can be quite disappointing compared to when something is physical. But like I already introduced him, we are trying to establish something concerning the hashtag Free Nnamdi Kanu now. And one of the reasons we're having this conversation is to determine precisely what is the motive. Is the motive sincere? Because he said, all political antics aside, how do we resolve this? How do we get things work to ensure that the resolution and the call for the hashtag Free Nnamdi Kanu is something that works? And like I told you, we've had different narratives concerning this call for quite a while. We're trying to work on and understand the possibility of this taking place, if indeed this will compel the hands that be from doing something about it, or if this will expedite the judicial process concerning the case of Nnamdi Kanu, concerning the fact that his health is deteriorating. That's basically what this entire conversation is all about. So please bear with us. Let's see if we can connect. I really don't know what is happening, both on WhatsApp and on normal calls. We cannot connect with him. I don't know what is wrong. So kindly stay with us. We'll be right back. Okay, thank you for staying with us, ladies and gentlemen. We do sincerely apologize for the technical glitches. I'm sure in this part of the world we're already used to technical issues. Mr. Amoyle Sowore, good evening. Thank you for joining us today. Hello, sir. Can you hear me? I said thank you for joining us today. Hello?
Thank you very much for inviting me. Can you hear me loud and clear?
I can hear you loud and clear. Very good. Please, why is October 20 the date for the hashtag Free Nnamdi Kanu protest?
It was a Monday that we find necessary, have chosen to invite the world to ask for his freedom from the illegal, unwarranted, unjust, and unlawful detention of Nnamdi Kanu by the Nigerian government. That was the best date that came up as we were planning a date. A lot of people have said that this date clashed with NSAS, but our position is that there are 2 dates that could have been best to do this. The first time was the last time they didn't do it, and the next time is the next time they should do it.
Okay, very good. So have you been met with any resistance ever since you propositioned
Are you
this?
still there?
I am here. I can hear you very well. So I said that, have you been met with any
Yeah.
resistance ever since this call, and you've been mobilizing and galvanizing for support on the hashtag Free Nnamdi Kanu protest? What kind of resistance have you been met with?
Well, it's been all kinds of resistance. They've been online trolling. Today, we saw that they mobilized some people who used to be National Youth Council of Nigeria. You know, they have an appendage of Nigerian government threatening that we are supporting people who are killing Hausas and Fulanis in the South. There's been a lot of government propaganda from the ruling party. Even some of them have come from people who said this is going to blunt the NSAS memorial. And the question we asked them is that can't we do more than one thing on the same day if it is for justice? So, but we're used to this. We're known that this will come, that threats will come. There's also been a lot of threats to places we visited for mobilization. The DSS have been visiting markets that we visited yesterday and today, trying to harass market leaders and plaza leaders who have indicated interest in shutting down the plazas and markets to make sure this is a success on Monday.
All right, Mr. Moile Sowore, I don't know if you've been able to get some reactions from some cross-section of Nigerians who feel that you shouldn't have called out Peter Obi or Southeast traditional leaders and all whatnot to join you in this, considering the fact that there is a perception that the government of the day it is not in good, it doesn't have a good relationship with him. There are talks that this could be a trap politically and anything could happen to him, considering the fact that you have
I'm tired of those of you who frame these stories.
No, it's not framed. We're not framing the stories. We're reading down the reactions.
I'm used to your, listen. I'm used to your station. I'm used to your people just making up stories, about nobody can talk about Peter Obi and all that. I'm tired of it.
No, sir, it's to clear out all the narratives. No, it's to clear out all the narratives about.
I'm very sure. I come to your station all the time. You make up stories about Peter Obi.
We don't make up any stories, sir. These are the reactions of Nigerians as to what the intention about this is.
I'm very serious, and I'm going to insist on it. You always make it look like you can talk about anybody. You can abuse Tinubu. You can do this. I even heard one of your, I think it's Darlington, who went on air one day on VOP saying, "Oh, all this is because I'm working for Tinubu." That's insulting, If you want to keep your station to just talking about Peter, just rename VOP as Peter Obi, voice of whatever you want to call it. And don't invite people to accept people who agree with you, But they tell me that I shouldn't have called up. Is it Peter Obi the only person that called out?
Like I said, these were the narratives, and we're trying to clear out all of this.
Can you please listen to me? I called out Soludo.
Yeah.
I called out Alex T. I called out Ojus or Kalu. I went to meet Jonathan Goodluck, former President Goodluck, who I disagree with. And all you can reduce these stories are, if Peter B is a sissy, if he's a jelly, just protect him as one, but don't bring it up on my, don't bring it to the surface when you're talking to me.
All right, let's look at this. For example, Bayo Onanuga, the presidential spokesperson on information and strategy.
What is Peter Obi afraid of? Tell me. Why can't he fight for? If he believes in Nnamdi Kanu, if he believes in Nnamdi, if he believes in justice, why can't Peter Obi fight for Nnamdi Kanu? And every time we have a discussion on VOP, just bring up these very puerile arguments about Peter Obi. You want to trap Peter Obi? Is it a child? If he is, maybe he has no business.
Well, Mr. Moile Sowore, they feel that ethnicity plays a huge role here.
You don't feel anything.
Okay, fine. Let's look at what Mr.
Opinions.
No, it's not my personal opinion, sir. It's not my personal opinion.
You're presenting your jaundice opinions.
Okay, fine. Let's look at Mr. Bayo Onanuga reacting to this, sir. Hello, sir. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I've been in markets today. I've been in 6 markets in the last 2 days. 6 markets in this Abuja, campaigning for free Nnamdi Kanu. And you said, who did you talk to? You just make up all these stories.
Mr. Moile Sowore, I want to tell
If
you.
you
I
want,
want to
if you
tell
want
you
to
that it wasn't
rename,
made up. We're
if you
trying
want
to
to
clear
rename
out the
your
narratives and
POP to be
hear from you precisely the true
just rename,
intention of this. We are not
just
making up
rename
anything, sir.
POP as that, and don't invite people like me
All right,
that
Mr.
want my
Amoyele
assurance.
Sowore. Let's look at what the president's
Just
spokesperson said.
invite people you agree with,
Mr.
so
Amoyele
that we know that
Sowore,
your station
please, can you hear me?
is about Peter Obi and nothing else.
Okay, Mr. Omoyele
Yes, I
Sowore,
can hear
can you hear me? The presidential spokesperson on information and strategy complained about it when you talked about it, when you mentioned it. He says that he described your motive as a motive of causing chaos. That rather than
Who
allowing
described my motive? Who did?
Mr. Bayo
Who
Onanuga,
described
he
my
wrote
motive as something?
Mr. Bayo Onanuga. Can you hear me, sir? Sir, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. The presidential spokesperson, media advisor on information and strategy, Mr. Bayo Onanuga, responded to this call of hashtag Free Nnamdi Kanu. And one of the things he said is he described you as an anarchist, someone who derives pleasure in chaos, and said that why don't you let the judicial process take its course rather than having to go on this route or this route that you're taking on. I don't know if you've seen him tweet that in reaction or in response to this.
I don't pay attention to people like Bayo Onanuga. Do you know why?
Why?
Listen, Bayo Onanuga used to run a news magazine. A magazine knows that the news. And when the Nigerian military banned the magazine, he kept running it, which could be described as illegal, but we all supported him. So I can't be paying attention to such a person who had defied dictatorship and authoritarianism or fascism in the past, who is not benefiting from it. How do I pay attention to such a person? I used to help Bayo Onanuga sell photocopies of Temple magazine. It's called Temple. You can ask anybody. We take it to churches under the military.
Okay.
So how is Onanuga going to be the one who becomes the yardstick for judging what is right and wrong? He's just doing what he's paid to do or what he's asked to do. What I'm doing is what my conscience tells me is right. And that's why I was completely no longer having it when you started saying I'm trying to trap Peter Obi.
It wasn't me, sir, but I don't know if you could hear me. It's not me.
You guys just set yourself up to gaslight people with Peter Obi. And I'm tired of it.
Mr. Omoyele Sowore, one of the things that we anticipated doing here was to clear out all these things. Okay, in reaction, Mr. Bayo Onanuga, you're mentioning Peter. I said Mr. Bayo Onanuga. Mr. Sowore, you're calling Peter Obi again. We're done with that aspect of the conversation. Let's look at the reaction from
you can be done with it, but I'm not done with it.
Okay.
I'm tired of having your people in your station just make up stories about and gaslight people about Peter Obi. Peter Obi don't want to be
all right.
candidate.
Now you know
Nigeria.
Mr. You know the Enugu state governor has currently defected to the APC, and one of the things he said today was that Nnamdi Kanu's only resolution right now to his freedom is for a political solution. You know that there have been talks. We've been talking about calling out the governors, calling out some of the senators to see how they can advocate. One of the senators in the House of Representatives, Obiagwocha, said that they are done with behind the scenes in talking about this, and this time they're going all out. But what would you say about what Potamba said about a political solution? A political solution was actually initiated by the recused judge who was in charge of his case, and that's Justice Binta Nyako, but nothing came out of it. What do you think could be the reason? Could it be, as you had...
The question to ask is, what's the meaning of political solution? Has Peter Obi told you what's the meaning of political solution?
That was basically what he said today.
But political solution is supposed to mean that this will result out of the courtroom. The federal government is insisting that except an action is taken in court in which I have it on authority that they want to convict him at all costs, and then people are going to be begging them for pardon. That's the plan. If that's what Peter Obi means, then he's part of the problem. But political solution, as Mr. Femi Falana described in Abia State last week, is for them to leave the courtrooms, sit down and talk with Nnamdi Kanu and let him go home and become a free man. Maybe have some conversation and dialogue with him over what happens next. That's what I understand by political solution. But you also have Ojuzo Kalu, who was on TV today, just today, who said he's the closest friend of the president, saying that this has to play out first in court. And that's what we know their plan is. They have said Nnamdi Kanu must present his defense because they have already thrown out his request for a no-case submission. And presenting a defense for someone who they know have no defense. Reason there's no defense is because it's not because it's guilty, it's because there was not a crime established. You cannot bring somebody from Kenya kidnapped, extraordinary rendition to Nigeria, and talk about political solution or a defense. He doesn't have to defend himself because the process for bringing him to court in the first place is fraud. Fundamentally, it's internationally unacceptable way of bringing people to court. So they don't have any evidence to show that Nnamdi Kanu committed a crime. But they want him to present a defense that they know he cannot, even if you want to present a defense, you're entitled to have certain parameters in place. Somebody who is held up against his own wish, somebody who court has discharged and acquitted, and you say he can't go. Somebody who the Court of Appeal said the process of extraordinary rendition is unacceptable. You keep him in detention for 10 years, and you want him to defend himself. So the question you journalists should ask Mr. Peter Obao, Governor Peter Obao, is what do you mean by political solution? Interestingly, I got his number today and called him. He didn't pick. I heard it was leaving his old party to a new party. That's probably why. And I wanted to ask him to speak openly about this, only for me to read in the newspaper that he said it's going to be a political solution. But there's something we must be happy about. That this Nnamdi Kanu issue has been pushed to the front burner. It's a great development that everybody is talking about. But we are not just talking about it. We are going to make sure that on Monday something big happens to get him freed, whether they like it or not.
All right. Thank you very much for that response. Now, we've gotten quite a number of Nigerians who are ready to participate in this process. A couple of persons feel that whatever location they are, they will try to get there. I already know that some mobilization is ongoing to see how accommodation can be provided for some persons who want to stay over, considering no one knows how long it's going to be. But the main question is this. This may be something that is being done for the very first time. I recall one of your interviews. You had said that you wanted to do this way back in 2023, thereabout, that your first resistance was from Imo State. They told you that it will be done after the elections, that this is not the first time you're wanting to go through with this. So do you think that the leaders in the Southeast, especially the political leaders, have been the ones impeding the process for, accelerating the process of the release of Nnamdi Kanu? What's your take with that? Hello?
If you don't know that, go and hear what Ojuzo Kalu said today. Then you know who are standing in the way of the country release. He is repeating what has already been condemned and discarded. That a court case is a court case. That's all the strategy is that this is a court case. It has to be resolved in, and I can tell you directly, what they are repeating, all of them, they've had a meeting and said, this guy must be jailed by Justice Omotosho first, before we can discuss any political solution. So their solution is for the legal process to be rushed unjustly, unfairly, in a way that is not transparent, no fair hearing. Pronounce that Nnamdi Kanu is guilty, and then we start begging them for pardon and clemency. That is what all of them are working towards. You're hearing it from me. It's not the first time. I know it. That's the plan. They've reached out to me as recently as before I came on this show, saying, look, you're just wasting your time. We're not going to let him go. He's going to have to be convicted in court first. I'm revealing that to you on this show. That's their plan. And that's where the Southeastern leaders are all part of it. Ojuzo Kalu has just said it maybe 3 hours ago. So what else do I need to tell you? They are the ones standing in the way of his freedom because of their political careers and interests. They don't want Nnamdi Kanu to come out and upend what they've been used to. Federal patronage, popularity. rigging of election, wealth without work. That's what this is all about. They are ready to sacrifice him. He's just lucky that he's still alive. And that's what the public should know. But regardless of what they tell you, they're not interested in justice. Our legal systems, our court systems are not designed to give justice. They are designed to pronounce innocent people guilty and help the guilty get out of their guilt and their crimes. That is why the president of Nigeria pardoned 53 drug dealers. These are hardcore crimes, criminals, kidnappers. But they are interested in sending Nnamdi Kanu to the gallows first so that you can go and beg them, oh, please, now that he's been convicted. They want to convict him at all costs. They're hearing it from me for the first time, if you don't know before now.
A couple of Nigerians already.
And the Southeastern leaders are accessories to that conspiracy.
Okay, one of the reasons about beyond your clamor is his deteriorating health. I think the past 2 court sessions, his legal practitioners could not hold it anymore. They decided not to be modest. They called it out and said that this is deliberate and there is an intention sort of for something to happen to him. Why do you think they are taking time in letting him visit the National Hospital?
I'm not pleading for him to be granted release based on health related issues. I'm asking for unconditional release. There's no way Nnamdi Kanu can get out of that place alive because they don't want to. Look, Nnamdi Kanu is the first person to go through this. I've been through this before. I was telling in this country, I was charged with offenses that never existed. My passport was seized. What they want to do is compulsory conviction. They want to compulsorily convict him so that they'll have authority, power to say, hey, he has been convicted, now you can come and beg us. It doesn't matter. It happened, like I said to Ken Saro-Wiwa before. They have set this up in advance. They do not believe that Nnamdi Kanu should be granted release. They want to convict him. They don't believe in fair trial. They have not presented any evidence known to law. The only person who even acted as a witness who was hooded said Nnamdi Kanu was not found with any weapon. But let me ask you, is it not the same country where terrorists and bandits are riding around on motorbikes?
As of yesterday, yes. As of yesterday, yes.
Yes, and having meetings publicly. They are walking around with guns and magazines around their chest, and everybody's happy. They even attend their weddings and child naming ceremonies. So, what could Nnamdi Kanu's crime really be apart from the fact that he's an able man in a country that it is a crime to be won?
All right. Another thing to look into, Mr. Omoyele Sowore, is this. If, according to what you have revealed now, that the intention is to convict him at all costs, then after the conviction, then a form of political resolution or pardon or form of clemency will be begged for. Should that strengthen the spirit of this protest if, with how you sound, they have decided and it feels like whatever anyone does, nobody cares?
Regardless of what they have decided, we are going ahead. And our position is that on that day, he must be released. They want to convict him. We would not allow an innocent person to be convicted of a crime he hasn't committed. In a country where people who commit crimes are pardoned, are venerated, they're celebrated, and they're granted red carpet receptions. We will not let that happen. And that's my position, that's the position of our team, and that's the position of all the Nigerians who have agreed with us that they'll come to Abuja on Monday for Free Nnamdi Kanu rally at the Aso Rock Villa.
So, you do know that some of the president's spokespersons, former aides to late Muhammadu Buhari, they've all come out to express their discontent about the proposed release of Nnamdi Kanu. I'm reacting to what Bashir Ahmed tweeted immediately, that call that you resonated for the hashtag Free Nnamdi Kanu protest. A couple of them are against it. The president's aides and the APC members, those who support the president, they have all said no to it. Now, if that is the case, and you're already being harassed by the traders, some of the places you visited yesterday and today, the DSS had gone to harass them. What would be the potential safety on that day for persons who come out for the peaceful clamor for the release of Nnamdi Kanu to the National Assembly?
You were here. It's not National Assembly. It's Aso Villa.
Okay.
That's correct.
All right.
Yes. You were aware of what happened in 2024 where we're planning end bad governance.
Yeah.
You saw how the mobilized Yoruba traditional worshippers walk around naked. The car park, garage thugs threatening openly. The DSS, the police, I think even the army was brought in to threaten us, but it didn't work. So how are we going to be dissuaded this time? It's not going to happen. Our position is clear. If you don't want this to happen on Monday, you have enough time to do what is right.
Would they listen to you? Would they listen to this? Would they listen to this? This is a government that doesn't like any form of protest or dissent. So do you think they will listen to this? Because a group has written for an approval for the protest to commence.
They don't have to listen to us, but they will be forced to recognize that, the people in power are not as strong as the power of the people. That's the rule, and that's the truth.
Okay. In as much as this is a very important cause, this represents others who are in the shoes of Nnamdi Kanu. We still have a lot of persons who are inmates in most of our correctional facilities, no trial, no proper representation, no financial aid to enable them. I know that you've been part of some causes like this to help some of these persons be exonerated. A situation like this, it happens, and it's a form of stigmatization, as some cross-section of the Southeast have complained about marginalization and lack of representation. So the question is this: beyond the case of Nnamdi Kanu and others who have fallen victim of something like this, especially some persons who attempt IPOB members without trial, what is the way forward?
We've identified some very notorious detention centers. One of it is Wawa Barak in the Niger State, where they are dumping people who are termed IPOB members. Summary detention, some of them have been sick, some have died. They sent judges over there to carry out trials that are not fair, open, and transparent. We have asked that people march in those directions. There's a place called Tiger Base in Anambra State, some in Sowore, that will be visited by protesters. We are not going to accept anybody. Nnamdi Kanu is a symbol of this level of very terrible injustice done to Nigerians who are referred to IPOB members. But everybody who's caught up in this unjust, Byzantine system of punishment because of their political or self-determination beliefs are going to be assisted to get out as soon as we can. Everybody will be given reprieve. That's the goal of this protest. It's not limited to Nnamdi Kanu. It's about everybody who's innocent but caught up in the terrible, very wicked, unjust legal system of Nigeria that punishes the innocent and venerates the guilty.
All right, Ms. Sowore, I've been told that you have to leave now. Do you have any final take before we let you go?
We're calling on Nigerians to join us in Abuja on Monday. Just find your way here. A lot of people are trying to assist people who want to come, find a place to rest their head overnight or the day after. But Monday is sacrosanct, and that's October the 20th, 2025. It's Free Nnamdi Kanu protest, Free Nnamdi Kanu Now protest. And let me make it clear, because some people have raised eyebrows that that's also EMSA's memorial. Nothing stops us from multitasking, and when there's plenty of injustices on our hands, EMSA's memorial could also happen side by side with Free Nnamdi Kanu now protest. Thank you very much for having me.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Omoyele Sowore. We sincerely do appreciate your time. All right, that was Omoyele Sowore right there. Unfortunately, we had network issues. It would have started earlier, but you see what I told you that we must be persistent, and I hope we're able to get most part of the conversation. Now, the idea of this conversation was to clear a couple of narratives. We had Barrister Darlington join us right here in the studio to talk about this, and his fears were: number one, ethnicity could play a huge role here. The fact that whatever immunity Mr. Omoyele Sowore has, another person may not have the immunity, and that it could be a political trap, which was what I asked Mr. Omoyele Sowore precisely to clarify that. But he was of the notion that maybe these are self-induced perceptions, the whole ordeal. A couple of you also called on the program to express, your either receptibility to the protest or for certain persons not to be part of the protest. However, you've been able to understand precisely the point of view he's coming from. He said from the past 3 days, he's been visiting markets, and I'm sure you heard that the DSS came to harass some of the traders in those markets, advocating for anybody who wants to be part of it is free to do so. Although the government of the day is not happy with that, the spokesperson or the special advisor to the president on information and strategy already came out to dissociate anyone from having to be part of that, and obviously called Mr. Omoyele Sowore names, that somebody who loves to be part of something that you could consider chaotic. Literally said he's an anarchist, and that let due diligence take its course in the courtroom. Mr. Omoyele Sowore has told us that the plan, basically, he said from his mouth, I'm sure you heard it, but for some of you who did not hear what he said the plan was to ensure that Nnamdi Kanu is convicted. Then after the conviction, then the talk of a pardon, either a political pardon, form of clemency, or whatever will be called for. And that majority of the southeastern leaders who supposedly are looking for either a second term or want more political power, prowess and access are the ones that have been stalling the call for Nnamdi Kanu's release. They have been saying they're doing something about it, but they've not been doing anything about it. And he has clarified all of the initiatives on the way, the modus operandi, operations ongoing. So the question is, who are the persons coming to tell us that they are working behind the scenes in resolving the issue of Nnamdi Kanu? But in reality, that's not the case. Governor Peter Mba, who just currently defected to the All Progressives Congress, has disclosed a political solution. And Mr. Omoyele Sowore asked, what do you consider to be a political solution if the plan is to convict Nnamdi Kanu before any form of clemency is being talked about? Again, these are basically his responses. Omoyele Sowore did not take it lightly with the presumption or the assumption that he is trying to trap some certain persons politically and made it feel like we were trying to protect Mr. Peter Obi, who he considers is not a child, that if he indeed supports the freedom of Nnamdi Kanu, then let him come back or come out and fight for him categorically and not just talk behind the scenes, that it's an open challenge to him. Well, there are several talks about all of this, and you heard from the horse's mouth. Today, we're going to open the phone lines very early, so for you to be part of the conversation this evening, because the exclusive conversation was basically all about what we were going to say to him beyond other issues that are taking place. The center stage, though, is on the conversation with Omoyele Sowore and the release of Nnamdi Kanu. Now, you recall that the release of Nnamdi Kanu is not just isolated to him alone, but other Nigerians who seem to be incarcerated or be in one police custody or DSS custody or the other without due proper representation, whereby nobody is even considering them at all. And maybe because they do not have any political connection or access, they have been inundated within the DSS custody for as long as you can recall. It's a terrible situation for anyone to find themselves in a place or in a dark room where there is no light at the end of the tunnel for you, no voice to speak for you. So I asked, do you think your call and your clamor will help if already a decision has been made? But whether it will help or not, the thing is, The conversation is on and everyone is talking about it. So let's get to hear what you think about all of this. And the number to call is 080-3692-9933. 080-3692-9933. The WhatsApp number is 0817-1756-338. 0817-1756-338. That's the WhatsApp number. The number to call is 080-3692-9933. Hello, good evening. How are you?
Hello, good evening, Esther.
Hello?
Hello, good evening.
Yes, good evening. How are you? Welcome.
I'm fine. My name is Envika from Ikoton.
All right, Mr. Sanvika, please go ahead.
Thank you for bringing in Omoyele Sowore. I thought it was going to be physical in your studio, although you have explained earlier today that it wasn't going to come to be in your studio physically. On Peter Obi, I wouldn't suggest that Peter Obi should be part of the protest physically because it may have some political implication against him later on. I'm not a fan.
Sowore lambast and say we're protecting him. He's not a child. Why shouldn't he come out and advocate for the freedom of Nnamdi Kanu? What is there?
That's Sowore's opinion. Sowore is entitled to his opinion. Same way Peter Obi has his reason if he's not going to come out. It is not being hypocritical or what have you. In my own view, I'm thinking Peter Obi being part of this protest is going to have political implication against him. That is why I will not want him to be part of the protest. Secondly, Sowore talked about a political solution, and from the explanation he gave, if I didn't misunderstand him, it's like they are going to tell him they will first convict him, and then later pardon him. Mark my word, the election is likely slated for November next year.
It's not concluded yet.
I said it's likely slated. Likely.
It's not. There's still deliberations about it. They may not let that happen.
Okay, whether November next year or February 2027, if they are going to give him political solution, political consideration, then they are going to use him as a bait in Southeast to get votes.
What Omoyele Sowore certified today, not necessarily that is a speculation, is that he'll be convicted first.
I heard him. Yes, after the conviction, then they will not give him. They will not pardon him, right? The pardoning is going to
that will show us that what Sowore said is not what they are planning. But we know, me as an Igbo man, I know that many of them are like that. Many of them, that is what they are doing. They don't want Nnamdi to come out. But I pray, one way or the other, Nnamdi will surely come out, and shame will be to all of them. God bless you.
All right, thank you so much for calling 080-3692-9933. Some of you are trying to call on WhatsApp, but I don't know, it's the network. We've been having network situations, so please call on the normal line. Okay? Hello, good evening. How are you?
Good evening, Madam Esther.
Good evening, ma. Please, what's your name?
My name is Madam Eunice calling from Agege.
All right, Madam Eunice, please go ahead.
Okay, I want to thank Sowore so much. I thank him for this motion. I thank him for organizing people. Anyhow, this man want to come out. I don't care whether Sowore want to be using this as a politics or political something. I don't want to know. All I know is that this man has suffered enough. Now he can't. Let God just touch Tinubu's heart. He should not carry the sin of Buhari on top of himself. He has to forgive this man and listen to the voice of Nigerians who love that man to come out. But whosoever is against him, that he will not come out, himself will see him home and nobody will help him. Anybody who may vow that man will not come out, himself will see problem that nobody will help the person. So I just pray for Sowore that this motion, God will use him to help this man out safely. Thank you. This is what I want to say.
Thank you so much. We'll be taking a very short break. Let's play some arts, and then after that, we'll definitely come back and take more of your calls, and I will take some of your messages. Barrister Darlington also has a right of reply. And we will definitely call him on the telephone as well to respond to some of the reactions of Mr. Omoyele Sowore, which has obviously countered some of the narratives that he said here yesterday. In other words, even if Mr. Omoyele Sowore was a little bit disgusted with some of the narratives, he expressed that we all know, but we need to let Barrister Darlington hear what he has to say and say some of those narratives, according to Omoyele Sowore, is untrue and completely out of line. We'll take a very short break, and when we return, the Evening Rush continues.
Customer, welcome. What do you want buy?
I wan buy changeover cutout fuse and distribution board made of 100% heavy duty copper.
Oh, come, I get am. See am here.
No, now I'm looking for Slatter Star J cutout fuse and distribution board, Nipo cutout fuse, Star J solar battery, inverter, MPPT controller and solar panel.
But Oga,
Don't worry, I know where to get them. Whether na Star J changeover cutout fuse, Slatter distribution board, Nipo cutout fuse, Star J solar battery, inverter, MPPT controller and solar panel, Star J ceiling fan, sockets, all earthen materials. Make you no go do cover wise pan foolish o. Slatter Star J Indian product na #1 since 1961. Made of 100% heavy duty solid copper with no compromise. Available in all leading electrical shops nationwide. Slatter Star J na you Pico.
Lagos, are you ready? The Niger Landlord Summit 2025 is here. Join us on Saturday, 1st November 2025 at the Golden Tulip Hotel, International Airport Road for the biggest gathering of real estate minds in Nigeria. Come and discover how to profit from the booming housing demand in Nigeria. Explore funding and investment opportunities that work. Gain insights and government housing policies shaping the market. Experience the latest prop tech innovations transforming property ownership. Network with top developers, investors, and policymakers all in one room. Don't miss this power-packed event. Registration is 50,000 naira only, with full access to sections, exhibitions, with premium networking and refreshment. How to register? Make payment to VOPFM account number 112-416-8488. Again, 112-416-8488. Zenith Bank. Send your proof of payment via WhatsApp to 0707 115 4297. 0707 115 4297.
All right, thank you for staying with us. This is Evening Rush and Voice of the People, 90.3 FM. My name is Esther Machiko. I have Barrister Darlington joining me over the telephone. Barrister Darlington, I am so sorry for calling you, but there is a right of reply. We did have some network situations, but Mr. Omoyele Sowore actually discountenanced and distanced himself from some of the narratives that you said here yesterday. He even called your name while he was explaining. And I tried to tell him that this is not the purview of Voice of the People, and this is not my personal perception to the exercise that he has intended to put on October 20, 2025. But we needed to dispel some of the narratives about the politics behind this, if indeed the intention is sincere, the politics of there is an ulterior motive and all that. Mr. Omoyele Sowore was angry about that notion. Maybe he is actually distressed. He's going through a lot with trying to galvanize and mobilize. However, what's your reaction? I don't know if you listen to this, but are you now certified that there is no political intention behind it? Because he had this perception that we try to protect Peter Obi like he's a child, and that if indeed he has any sincerity or purpose, and he claims he wants Nnamdi Kanu released, why can't he join the fray? Why can't he join this movement in calling for the release of Nnamdi Kanu on that particular protest? So what is your take on this? This is your right of reply.
Esther, instead of agreeing with what Sowore said, it has equally validated my position concerning him. Sowore just proved to me now that he's a dictator who doesn't want to hear other people's opinion. Sowore just proved to me now that he hates the people. That's why he said you should not mention his name.
No, it doesn't mean that it is hate. Barrister Darlington.
Hold on.
He just said.
Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on, please. When he said he doesn't want to hear that narrative, this and that, what did the P2B do to him that he said he doesn't want to hear it? In Igbo land today, mention any other political figure that is a popular P2B. Sowore would have told me.
Barrister Darlington.
But because of this, hold on, I'm coming.
No, you're not getting what he said right. I need to help you understand what he said. I tried for him to clear this narrative of there is a political trap in this whole thing for him asking Mr. Peter Obi to join the fray.
Hold on.
Okay.
Yes,
and he said, is Peter Obi a child and that we're supposedly protecting him here, or VOP is a Peter Obi station or something, which I tried to correct that narrative is not what it is. We're a national radio station with no particular affiliation with anybody.
Why would he say such a thing that he doesn't want to hear that narrative, this and that? The way he reacted when you mentioned Peter Obi tells me all I need to know. It's as simple as that.
He said Peter Obi was not the only person he called on. He called on every other person as well. So why is everyone latching on to the fact that he called on Peter Obi? Is he not from the southeast? And why can't he physically be part of the protest?
The reaction is what I'm saying. The way he reacted about it, that he doesn't want that, this and that. He doesn't want to hear Peter Obi. As if Peter Obi have offended him somewhere.
No, his issue actually was not with Peter Obi. His issue is, according to him, the expletives or the narrative that VOP represents. That's it. And then he called your name in this. He said all of the things you said is not true.
Who is that person that want to come to VOP that we said no, don't come from any other tribe? You see, when they fly this narrative, don't fall into it, Esther. Why can't he go to the other station that are Yoruba station? Let me see whether they'll give
Barrister Darlington, this is not a Yoruba station. VOP is not a Yoruba station. This is a narrative we're trying to dispel. It's not an Igbo station, sir.
Hold on. Why did you allow him to even say that? That is an Igbo station.
I never allowed him to. Did you listen to the conversation? Did you hear how he was speaking? Did you see how I even tried to interfere and interject, and he had this mindset?
That tells me whom he is. Esther, let us go to the proper issue here.
Exactly.
Look at what he said. Hold on. Look at what he said. That DSS are harassing market women that he spoke to concerning the protest.
Okay.
But did he tell you that DSS have been harassing him, or that they have arrested him as the arrowhead of this protest? No. You can see the people he's talking to, they are the one being harassed. But himself is going about all over the country. Nobody is talking to him. Nobody is harassing him. Nobody is even reprimanding him. Esther, what does that tell you? I told you here that yes, he has the favor of the ruling party and the PDP, the APC. Because when he came back, it was Tinubu that made a call and said that DSS should allow him to come in. That narrative, did he clear it? Did he clear why Bayo Nonoga had to literally beg him to remove the tweet he said about Tinubu being a criminal? No, did the Bayo Nonoga not beg him to remove it? Was he arrested?
Barrister Darlington, we're speaking based on his reaction to what happened, and your right of reply is what I'm asking for. He is dissociating himself from all the narratives that you have projected like you did yesterday.
And I told you here that he did not answer any question. All this, he did not dispel it. I am telling you here that you want him to come out and tell you, action speaks louder than words. What he has done and what he has said validated my position because he did not dispel anything. He didn't tell me why all those things had to happen. He should have told me. That's what I'm trying to let you know. He didn't dispel anything. He validated it. That's why he didn't want you to even go there. All these things I'm saying that they are not facts. Mention any other person that given that privilege. Mention. Especially for Igbo especially. Now, the same man is telling you that they have already made up their mind that they want to convict him before a political solution will come. So, what are you protesting for? Tell me. All the ones you protested in the past, what result did it bring? When you protested for end hunger strike, Esther, was it not after that the hunger rose up to the roof?
Barrister Darlington, are you saying that you're not encouraging this aspect of the protest? Like I said, all of the
now. Look, we are trying to interrogate what he's saying. Leave all this you are talking about. Look, we have done more than enough. Nobody can do what the Igbo people have done concerning.
But did you hear what he just said about what they did, what they did not do? Did you listen to him?
What did he say? Who is it to decide on that? Who is he? Is it the judge?
It's not decide. He's telling you what has been going on, Barrister Darlington.
He didn't say anything. Enter. When the P2B went to go and do what you call now solidarity with the Delhi Farm Rotimi, please, were you not here when P2B single-handedly visited all the Yoruba leaders, including the OONI, concerning that matter with Afeba Babalola, and the solution was brought? Did Obi make noise about it? Please answer me. Did Obi make noise about what he did to bring a truce between Babalola and Dele Rotimi? Did it not happen in this country?
Barrister Darlington, wait, hold on. Are we not meant to encourage those who want to participate in this to participate without having to call on anything?
I don't like those who want to exploit me. Esther, listen good. I've been saying it.
Exploit you?
I don't want those who want to exploit me.
How are they exploiting you?
Yes, he said that the protest will not yield any fruit.
He didn't say. He didn't say that.
Oh God! Listen, he said that they want to convict him. That's what they told him. I don't know where they heard him.
He has access now. He has access to what is going on, and that I should hear from him. That's the plan. That's the intention. Then I asked him, Barrister Darlington, let's get the narrative right. I asked him, I said, if now you have said that the plan is to convict him before they start looking for any form of clemency, then what is the essence of the protest? And then he explained what the essence of the protest is. The thing is, whether anybody likes it or not, that day should reverberate. And I asked about the security of those who will be part of that protest, because if there are complaints that the DSS has started harassing persons in the market who intend to come for this, how then do we ensure the security of those who will physically be present there? And this is why a lot of Nigerians are skeptical of certain persons to be part of that protest, that something could be targeted. But however, like I said, Mr. Sowore wasn't having any form of narrative. He just wanted to emphasize on what the protest is all about and encourage those who want to be part of it to actually be part of it. So any other thing, my right, I'm calling you for your right of reply because he called your name.
I am
exactly.
telling him. I'm telling you here now that since you have said all this, what is the essence of the protest? Since you know that it will not yield any fruit. That's what I'm telling you here. He knows himself. He has told you. So what is the essence? What is the essence?
The essence is for his freedom. The essence is for his freedom.
What was the protest? Did it bring any fruit? Did it yield any fruit? Tell me what protest from Sowore that has brought any sustainable result. Mention one. Mention one.
Okay, so Barrister Darlington,
you look for some people to exploit.
Okay, so what are you saying now? What are you saying now? What are you now saying?
Well, I'll tell you now. I asked questions, which I finally want to ask him. Mention one protest from Sowore that have brought fruit, sustainable fruit to Nigerians. Mention one, just one. Let us start from there. Is that not an important question to ask? So, is it this one that he has already told you, the mind of the government? Yet you want to go about to protest so that they will say, yes, you have done so well. Are you not jeopardizing our chances here?
Jeopardizing the chances?
Hold on, Esther. Tell us what people have done and what they have not done. Are you serious?
So are you discountenancing some of the things he's Barrister Darlington? Are you saying that what he's saying is not the truth? Have you not heard what Ojuzo Kalu said? Have you not heard what Peter Mbra said? Mr. Sowore knows those people. He's in their caucus. He's also a top politician. So are you saying that all what he's saying about the southeastern leaders impeding the freedom of Nnamdi Kanu is not true? If that is the case, what is your own source of information? Who in the corridor of power have you spoken with to make you feel like they're doing something more than whatever it is he's telling us?
Esther, the question is, since you know this is, what is the essence of the protest? Please tell me.
The essence of the protest, according to him, is for the release of Nnamdi Kanu. Unconditional release.
Hold on, Esther, please say it as it is. He said that he knows they are pushing.
That is the
That they
arrangement.
want to convict.
Yes.
So, since you know how this is, so what are you protesting now for? I mean, what are you saying? Can you just imagine two of you? You can imagine. I mean, he knows the truth. He doesn't want to say it. So this thing you are doing now is just a charade. You know that you not eat any food, yet you are going ahead with it. Calling us the equals to come up on a fruitless journey. And I ask you here, with the relationship between Sowore and the federal government, especially Tinubu, is their answer. Can they answer him? Yes, sir. Will they answer him? You can imagine. You can imagine the deceit. You know that this will not bring us, yet you are mobilizing people. You are harassing market women now. Harassing them, but they are not harassing you. You are holding meeting here and there. Nobody have arrested you. Nobody has said anything to you. You are both free, but they are harassing market women who are, I believe, are Igbo women. Yes, I can use what I'm talking about here. He said it himself. Why are they harassing those women? For what? Are they the one organizing the protest?
It's not just the women, the traders.
Why are they not harassing him? Why are they not harassing him? You should have told you that he's not coming up from detention now. You should have told you that. You can imagine that they're even talking with him, talking with him. Meanwhile, the people that are just doing their trading quietly, they are harassing them. So what does that tell you, Esther? They have not even done the protest proper and they are harassing them. Imagine if they are not going on the protest. That means they will not even look at Sowore. They will arrest every woman they see there. He just told you this thing this evening. What I've been saying long ago and nobody wants to listen.
But you heard him.
He told you that.
You heard him tell you how he has been in detention for a long time under Muhammadu Buhari.
Yes,
He has been an advocate.
now.
It is not me, Barrister Darlington. Didn't you listen to the interview? These are the things he said.
Hold on, Esther. All this is he telling you. Has he been jailed properly by any court in Nigeria?
So
before?
until he's been jailed before you would understand his activism.
Has he been jailed? This other thing that he committed and he's walking about freely. You didn't hear that one, Abi?
Barrister, are you trying to underestimate his effort? A couple of persons are not happy with you for sounding the way you're sounding.
I just told you, Esther, I just told you here that it is exploitative. And he confirmed it he confirmed it. Those that are posed to him, he didn't answer them.
Both of you are actually authoritative.
To free him? Why should Eremi Tinubu make a call that nobody should touch him at the airport?
Barrister, what evidence do you have to this? Barrister Darlington, let's be careful with some of this. Let's be very careful. Let it not seem, Barrister, let it not seem personal. Please, let it not be personal. Let it not seem personal, Barrister Darlington. That's not the narrative, okay? So the question is, basically, I called you for your right of reply because he was disgusted by some of the narratives that you spilled.
Okay. I tell you that I didn't take anything from what you said.
You didn't take anything.
The issue was not being discussed. It was not even discussed, Esther.
What is the real issue that was not discussed? What was the real issue that was not discussed?
The real issue that, look, I was expecting Sowore to give us a guarantee that this process is going into now. Results. Let it give us guarantee.
Well, the only thing he said, I asked that question. I actually asked the question. I said, if you have said that after conviction, that is when any form of clemency or pardon will be talked about, then what exactly do you intend to benefit from the protest? How do you think the protest will be effective if already a conclusion has been made? And he said, whatever happens, it is important that it is held, and so long as Nnamdi Kanu will be released. That was the response to that. So that is the guarantee.
So, Esther, please, what kind of answer is that? Hold on. What kind of answer is that? That means you just be sure of the answer. You don't want to go and pull crowd. He just wants to go and pull crowd, nothing else.
But Barrister, he has told you, he has explained the difficulties that the Southeast have gone through in this country. The misrepresentation, marginalization, misalignment, the imbalance, and the injustice. And that is part of the process for the protest on October 20.
Esther,
yes, sir.
The same person is telling you that it is the Southeasterners that are holding in Nnamdi Kanu. The same person is now telling you that South Easterners have gone through hell in Nigeria. So is it the South Easterners that are holding themselves? Is it the South Easterners that are causing problem for themselves, Esther? Hold on, Esther. Who told Nnamdi Kanu to run away when Buhari's military were coming for him?
Who told him to run away? Was it
who
you?
told Nnamdi Kanu?
Was it you?
Sowore? Was it Sowore? If this is not Igbo people, was it Sowore who told Nnamdi Kanu to run away that what is coming? No. Who told him? Was it the Yoruba man or Hausa man?
Well, Barrister Darlington, my question to you, I don't want you to talk. We don't want to spend so much time so we can receive calls. Okay, we've spoken so much of this. I've gotten your right of reply. But the question is, wouldn't you encourage? And if you're not going to encourage, what would be the factor for you to discourage anyone from being part of this? Because you have been an advocate. Yes.
We have said it severally. If you want to go, why not go and produce results and see our reaction? Instead of making it an Igbo thing.
He's not making it an Igbo thing. He said he's calling on all Nigerians. No, he's calling on all Nigerians to be part of this.
You call we asked the governors you called it from the south. Did you call any of them from
He called Mr. Atiku Abubakar as well. He reached out to him. He called on former President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan to speak with President Tinubu.
Is Abubakar a governor?
But he's a former vice president and his voice holds weight.
Hold on, is he a governor? He's contesting for election, so he may be looking for votes.
Barrister, what are you even saying? I'm confused right now.
I don't want my Igbo people to be exploited by Sowore.
And how do you know they're being exploited?
Let him go and do it. Let him go and do it. That's what I said.
So you're saying that
I said you should not do it. As a matter of fact, it was the Yoruba man that made the Kanu to be where he is today.
Barrister Darlington, I will disconnect you now. I think I've gotten your right of reply. I called you because Mr. Moile Sowore called you. Your name. All right, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Barrister Darlington. We're going to take some calls right about now. I called Barrister Darlington to get his right of reply because, again, Mr. Moile Sowore actually called him and said some of the narratives he said were untrue and baseless and refuses to be part of such a narrative. He says those are puerile methods of thinking. And that was basically why I called Barrister Darlington to see if he understood the angle Omoyele Sowore was coming from and the sincerity of this protest. I'm sure you all heard where Barrister Darlington is coming from and his own take on this. So let's continue with the calls. The number to call is 080-3692-9933. Hello, good evening. How are you?
Let me to put off the radio. Hello, good evening, Esther. Okay, let my brother put off the radio.
Okay, hello.
Hello, can you hear me, Esther?
Yes, sir. What's your name?
My name is Daniel Mba. I'm calling from Ago.
All right, Mr. Daniel, go ahead.
Yeah, I appreciate your efforts, Mr. Omoyele Sowore. You know, honestly, I'm a fan of Mr. Darlington. But I don't really like the way he talks.
Okay.
I don't like the way he talks. Mr. Omoyele Sowore came out and said Nnamdi Kanu has been in the...
You're on speaker, sir. Can you turn down the volume of your radio?
Hello, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you. Thank you.
Yeah. He said Mr. Nnamdi Kanu has been in detention for 10 years. Fine, he's not an Igbo man, but he's a Nigerian, and he has rights to do what, to protest and to fight. We have right to fight for each other. Why would Barrister Darlington be saying he's a small boy who is Omoyele Sowore to come out and fight something that all the Aneze Ndigbo has done, all the Igbo leaders has done? Fine, if the Igbo leaders have done this, does it mean that somebody else cannot do it? I was so disappointed with Barrister Darlington, honestly. Esther, let me take you to Bible, please. You know David, right? Every one of us know David.
Yes,
you understand? When God sent the prophets to go and anoint the children of, I've forgotten the father of David's name. When God sent them to go anoint him, please, when the man started anointing, he said, I've not seen the person that God sent me to, which is David. David was in the bush, far. You understand me? Even the brothers, they were far ahead of David. So he should not come and say somebody is small boy. I'm so disappointed in him.
All right,
He should not
thank you.
come and say this.
All right, thank
He
you very
should
much,
he should
Mr. Daniel.
okay, thank you very much.
Thank you for calling. 08036929933. Some of you are calling on WhatsApp, and I'm sure you already know the network situation we went through today. So please try and call the normal call, or you send a message on WhatsApp, okay? Hello, good evening. How are you?
Hello, evening. Good evening, Esther.
Good evening, sir. What's your name, please?
I'm God's Power calling from Badangry.
All right, Mr. God's Power, please go ahead.
Thanks for the wonderful job you've done tonight.
Thank you, sir.
Now, quickly, in the Bible, the Pharisees and the Sadducees, they came together to fight a common enemy called Jesus Christ. So what I'm trying to say right now is this. There's a conspiracy between the elite and the political class in the East. You understand? Based on what Omorele Sowore has analyzed tonight. So I think going forward, and I noticed something in Barrister, although he has been a fan, but lately he's becoming a critic. You know, there are three types of people: critics, analysts, and cynics. Critics don't see anything good in somebody or what the person says. But moving forward, I think Omorele Sowore tonight should be strategic in their protest. You understand? Because to every action there is equal and opposite reaction. Since the government knows they are going to protest, and I believe that the special, and we should not forget, this protest is not even about Nnamdi Kanu right now. It has gone beyond Nnamdi Kanu. It has gone for a protest of injustice. And I also think Sowore should be strategic by involving the United Nations, the EU, and other global powers. Before you know, since it will not just be a protest, it's going to be a form of civic revolution that will translate the life of Nigeria. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you for calling. Hello, good evening. How are you? Hello? 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 What's your name? Hello, good evening. How are you? Hello? Hello?
Good evening, ma.
Good evening. Please, what's your name?
Oh, my name is Lekon from Ilasamaja.
All right, Mr.
I always enjoy your station.
Thank you so
But
much.
I want to appeal to the management of the VOP.
Okay.
Barrister Badality is giving us another impression about that station. He's trying to equalize that station. Madam, please go and play back what you have recorded, all your past programs, and listen critically to Barrister Dalinti. That is one. You see. Secondly, I don't think you are the voice of that station. You are the representative. You are the anchor of that program. Shouting you down, hey, hold on, Esther, hey, hold on. It's not fair. It's not professional. We listen to other stations too. Please, that should be corrected. You are not his house girl. You are an anchor person there.
Thank you.
Just my advice, ma.
Thank you very much, sir.
It's
Good evening.
okay.
Thank you. 08036929933. That's the number to call. 08036929933. Hello?
Other stations too.
Hello? Hello?
Oh,
Hello?
yes, sir. Good afternoon from here.
Sir, your voice is very low. Very, very low. Hello?
Can you hear me?
Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me, Esther?
Yes, good evening, sir. What's your
This
name?
is Tony from Chicago.
All right, sir. Please go ahead.
Okay, Esther, thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
But this your number is hardy to get. But however, please, I want to speak to Darlington. He's my man and my good friend and my brother. He need to drink water. He's an elderly man. When I say drink water, let him drink water. Please, wherever baby come is baby. If it's Sowore that bring us Nnamdi Kanu out, freedom, let him do that. We don't care anybody can do it. Igbo people have been trying, but no person among the Easterner have created this kind of noisy about freedom of Nnamdi Kanu than now Sowore has come out to do it. Please, it's so loud now that even they start discussing in the Senate House because Sowore announces this protest. And he said peaceful protest. The only issue the only thing my own advice, like Sowore is a lion, but P2B is not that lion. But let P2B talk to Sowore, give it word of encouragement, but because of political issue, let P2B don't join them, please. Because if you join them, it will be, they will turn it around that it will be that lead the battle that will be, because I know the youth will be there for Obi, but let Obi avoid it. Sowore and every other person can join. If I believe I'm in Abuja, I would have joined that protest. It's a peaceful protest, the my young man said, and no one is watching. So let's see what will happen. But Darlington, please, my own brother, let's give peace a chance. Let's see what Sowore can do with his team.
All right.
Thank you, Esther, for picking my call.
Thank you so much, Tony. God bless you. Thank you. Hello, good evening. Hey, Oga, where you do? Hello?
Hello?
Where you do like this?
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir. Where you dey call from? What's your name?
My name is Mr. Besson.
Your name is what, sir?
I'm calling you for Solar Express for now.
All right, please, very quickly, because your background is noisy, very noisy.
You say?
Where are you calling from?
I'm calling you from Solar Express for now.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. Your background is noisy, so quickly go ahead.
I can hear you. Yeah.
Noisy environment. That is why you're calling me from a noisy environment. 08036929933. That's the number. Hello. Good evening. What's your name?
Hello, my name is.
Hello.
Hello, I can hear you. My name is Peter.
Peter, calling from where, sir?
From my papa.
All right, Mr. Peter, please go ahead.
So, what I want to contribute is this. Nobody is stopping to do protest. But Barrington has said it. He said that he should go on. And if you look at what he said, all that he pointed, you can see a point there. The DSS went to market and is stopping other people, and he leave Sowore. And Sowore did not call other governors from North. He called from East. He want to turn it to
He did. Hello, sir. Please don't get yourself misinformed.
He called
no, Atiku, yes. Is that not a representation? He went to meet former President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, who is from the South, and also called on the Southeastern leaders. And so let's not isolate
other people from North and from.
Who told you that he didn't meet with others? Maybe they're not as prominent as Atiku Abubakar, so you cannot just say.
And secondly, you know something about Peter Obi with all this opposition. So Peter Obi has spotted him, but you cannot expect Peter Obi to come out in that kind of motion. And you see the way he's talking about Peter Obi, when he asking questions, the way he's replying, as if he has anything with Peter Obi. Just look at it. It's not done like that. Let him go ahead and do the protest. Let people that are supporting and following. We pray that after the protest, then something will come out. That's our prayer.
All right, thank you very much. 08036929933. That's the number to call. 08036929933. Hello, what is your name? Reduce the volume of your radio.
Thank you very much. This is the first time I'm just connecting to you.
Wow, welcome, sir. First time?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, please go ahead. What's your name?
Esther.
Sir, what's your name?
I am Mr. Monday.
All right.
And I'm calling from Igondo.
From Igondo. All right, Mr. Monday, please go ahead.
I am an Igbo man.
Okay.
But I do not like how Mr. Barrister Darlington is making it tribalistic. It's not a tribal thing. Secondly is, even in your station, every night that I'm coming back, that I tune into VOP 90.3, it's as if it is only Peter Obi matter, which I don't want it to be like that. It's a radio station. So, you see this, I took out time to listen to Sowore, I heard how Mr. Barrister Darlington was discussing it yesterday. I'm telling you honestly, this man might have a good mind. He might be pursuing a good cause, just like other people have said. Barrister Darlington not to be so biased against the man. The way he speaks, it is as if he has something against the man. I'm telling you honestly. So, and it ought not to be that. So please, I heard one man that just spoke to you. When you are moderating, let him not Esther. No, let him be cool and calm. Look at the other man that Peter Anosike. The day that man spoke, oh, I respected him. Even this issue, you posted it to him that how could it? And he said it could be real. The man could be pursuing a good cause. Anybody can have his own personal aggression against him. This is it. And I think Barrister Darlington has such. Please, I'm telling you honestly, let him allow us to listen to the radio station, and anytime he comes to analyze, let him just know that he is in the public and a public figure, and he should balance it. I don't know if you understand. Yes, let him balance it. Let him not be Igbo. No, he's not fighting the cause of Igbos. He's fighting the cause of the nation.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
08036929933. 08036929933. Hello, good evening. How are you?
Hello.
Yes, good evening, sir. What's your name?
Am I speaking with VOP?
Yes, you're on VOP, sir. You're on to VOP. What's your name, sir?
This is Mukaila from Michelle.
All right, Mr. Mikhaila, please go ahead.
You see, I've listened to everybody's conversation in that station. You see, by Darlington, he's one of the biggest analysts in that station, which I really love him. Every day, I listen to him.
Hello?
You see, hello,
you're breaking, no? Seriously.
Please, the Sowore matter and the other man matter is not the same thing. You know, the matter of Sowore, you can go and wage this thing.
There what? So you're breaking and you're not speaking quickly. You're breaking and you're not speaking quickly. 08036929933. I would like to quickly take some messages now. Hello, good evening. How are you?
Hello, good evening.
Yes, good evening, sir. What's your name, please?
My name is Ibera.
Mr. Ibera, can you speak up, please?
Okay.
Can you speak up?
What I'm trying to say, you people are misunderstanding by Darlington. What by Darlington is true. So, no misunderstand that.
All right, thank you very much, Ibera. 08036929933. Please, when you call, kindly speak up. I beg you, kindly speak up. Okay. Hello, good evening. How are you? Hello.
Hello.
Yes, hello. What's your name?
Hello.
I can hear you. What is your name, please?
Yeah, this is Mr. Anthony.
All right, Mr. Anthony, where are you calling us from? Can you speak up?
Yeah, calling from Yanibeda.
All right, go ahead, sir.
Please, what Mr. Darlington is saying, he has supported him. Let's sure will not make it as if it's an Igbo agenda. If you want to fight for the cause of Nnamdi, we should call other governors as well. After all of us are one Nigerians. So I'm supporting Darlington for what he said.
All right, thank you very much for calling. I would like to take some of your messages. Not today. Oh. All right, let me take more calls. Hello, good evening. How are you?
Good evening.
Yes, good evening, sir. What's your name?
My name is Peter Kingsley.
Sir, can you speak up, please? I beg you, speak up.
Yeah.
What's your name?
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you.
My name is Kingsley.
Kingsley, calling
Very
from
well.
where, please?
From Ikotu.
All right, go ahead, sir.
Yeah. I'm very listening to you most of the day, every day. As this evening, it's about Barrister Darlington. Do not take this so personal or tribalistic. I always listen to him, and he's a good analyst. So, but when it comes to this Sowore, the Nnamdi Kanu issue, the way he's taking it, I'm not more impressed anymore. I'm not enjoying it. Do not take it personal. So, if anybody.
All right. I think the network is not helping us today. From Ezekwe about Tojuku Benedict, University of Lagos, the Igbos should come out for those protests, but they must be wise and smart. Top of the evening, Esther and VP family. They saying Sowore is trying to score cheap political gain, being deceitful and wrong. My question to these set of people having this wrong perception about Sowore is, if eventually Tinubu frees or orders the Attorney General to free Nnamdi Kanu, can Mr. President be seen or viewed as scoring cheap political gain? Sowore's planned protest is now bringing vital information about Nnamdi Kanu and his release, but I have not heard any information coming out from Igbo leaders Barrister Darlington claimed are doing. I put it to Barrister that top Igbo political leaders don't want Nnamdi Kanu released. I ask whose person's aircraft was used to bring Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya to Nigeria. It did die from Yanukwaja. Good evening, Esther. I support Barrister Darlington complete. Andrew from Ojo. Bonsoir, Esther Mwachukam, Engineer Oji Kalu from Benin Republic. Please let Barrister Darlington be giving you respect. And if Barrister Darlington is not in support of the protest, let him not discourage others, because already some of the Igbo leaders like Dave Umahi, Oji Uzokalu, Hope Uzodinma, Peter Mba, etc. don't want Prophet Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to be free. We're ready for the next week protest. We're going to face anybody and they must free Prophet Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. May God bless Sowore. Esther, I have tried all day to no avail. There's no reason to doubt the sincerity or purpose of Omoyele Sowore, only that he should not compel all Igbo political bigwigs to join the protest for obvious reasons. He has elucidated his reason to protest in order to demand Kanu's unconditional release. Tony Aneli from Ijagemo. Good evening, Esther. Sowore is right. What is Peter scared of? Why can't he come out and support the protest if he knows that Kanu is being held unjustly? I'm so disappointed in him. In Venezuela, a woman fought for the democracy to bring them out of military regime. Even Nnamdi Kanu dies there today, unfortunately, Igbos won't still do anything because they're not ready. Imagine them being against Sowore, saying stuff that he is using it for political benefits. Sowore is right. What is Mr. Peter Obi scared of? Okay. Thank you very much. Barrister Darlington knows what he's saying. All I would say is time shall tell. Barrister Darlington is a very wise person. Linus Ukwe from Gowon State, Egbeda. Good evening, Esther. Solomon Asika from Mushin. Esther, I wouldn't blame Barrister Darlington because Igbos have been subdued too much in this country that everything that comes to him in this country makes him paranoid. So don't blame Barrister Darlington. Let Sowore go ahead with the protest. Barrister Darlington is turning your station to an Igbo station. He's sounding like someone who is not even enlightened. Please, he should know he's in a public space. Bjorn Clark from Shango. Barrister Darlington is enlightened. Good evening, VOP. The power belongs to the people. Americana from Agor. Good evening, Esther. I am enjoying your program. May God bless you for your patience towards Barrister Darlington and Sowore's reaction. I am with Sowore in this. Nnamdi Kanu must be free. Alex from Ikotu. Good evening, BOP. Please, Esther. Mr. Sowore did not call any Southwest governor and Northern governors. Why, Esther? The one read the news in your station there. Please, let's tell ourselves the truth. Solomon from Ikeja. All right. Thank you very much. Up, Sowore. Down, Darlington. As I stand by Sowore. Sowore has done what Napoleon could not do. Mike from Akmakwa. Esther? Okay, I think I've read this already. Hello, my dearest Esther. Thank you very much. What is your name? Good evening, your secret admirer, who should be Daniel for Barrister Darlington. I'm in support of him completely. If the activist is president, will he take what anybody's doing? I'm not in support of the federal government, but the truth be told, no government will want secession at all. So, good evening all. Good evening, Esther. Please let the callers speak on the subject matter and Barrister Darlington. Okay? Good evening, VOP. Whoever that's not comfortable with Barrister Darlington should always turn off his or her listening devices whenever he's talking in VOP. I like him because he talks and gives details of his analysis. And to you, Sister Esther, you're always busy cutting whoever that supports him off, which is not good. If you're not okay with him, you shouldn't be calling or inviting him. Thanks. Godson from Suneri. Godson, I want to believe that you are not unfortunate in the line of thought you have. Nobody cuts anybody. If you've been following the conversation this evening, we've been having terrible network issues. Some people call, we barely hear what they say. So please, I've always told you guys to have a purpose of reasoning. Reason intelligently. I beg you, please reason intelligently. Good evening, Esther. The level of insincerity and hypocrisy shows that I'm highly getting very irritated with the way sometimes he speaks on national issues. His opinion are usually divisive. He never sees anything good in what other people do. Rather, he always promotes and propagates all this division. It's quite unfortunate. All right. Taiwo from Ejigbo. Taiwo, I think maybe most times you listen, you just hear the other side. Barrister Darlington gives quite precise perceptions to issues sometimes. Good evening to Barrister Darlington. Good evening to you. Okay, well done. Thank you very much. I said it yesterday that Mr. Darlington is a pessimist. Okay, Esther, God bless you and enriching wisdom. Thank you very much. You guys, please, on the subject matter, not about Barrister Darlington. We spoke with Mr. Omoyele Sowore here. I called Barrister Darlington for a right of reply. The conversation is not about Barrister Darlington. All right, what is wrong if Peter Obi protests? After all, Tinubu led a protest as an opposition leader. John from Ijaniki. Please, Barrister Darlington. Good evening, Esther. My last message, you did not read it. Mr. Sowore has a phobia about Peter Obi. That is what I noticed this night. My name is Paul from Agor Palace. Barrister Darlington is on the right track. Please, for those that are saying what I don't know, he has a right to not trust anybody. Good evening, Ma. My own opinion, I think there is a personal issue between Sowore and Darlington. My name is Chibuzo from Sowore. Esther, see how Sowore intimidated you that you don't know what to say again. Darlington is correct of what he's saying. Okay, he did not intimidate me. Everybody has a way they react to issues. I did not feel intimidated, but I tried to clarify the misconception that he already had. Although he insisted on his misconception, I did try to clarify that narrative. And when he insisted on that narrative, we switched to another aspect of the conversation so we don't go back and forth. All right? Like I said, people are different in how they react to issues. Omoyele Sowore is known to speak in such a manner. Esther, I greet you favorably. It's not a shame to Igbo leaders that a Yoruba person is the one leading a protest for the release of Nnamdi Kanu. I don't care if Sowore is doing it for his own political gains. Let him do it. Everybody has reasons why they do things. If tomorrow Nnamdi Kanu is released, the credit will go to Sowore and not to any of the Igbo leaders. James Ogbonna from Oshodi. All right, we all should leave Barrister Darlington alone because he's just speaking his mind, considering his historic knowledge of what and how Igbos have been treated in this country. He is perfectly true because it could be a setup. All right, Obed Oje. The case of Nnamdi Kanu is more than insulting to anyone. Please allow Sowore to try his own way of drawing attention to the government. It's the same thing and the same way people protested. Musicians sang and the apartheid government of South Africa eventually or consequently released Mandela in 1990, and he visited us in Unilag to thank us for campaigning for his release. All right, Obed has written quite a lot. Barrister Darlington, please take the advice of that caller. I have said similar things in the past on WhatsApp here. You sometimes intimidate Esther Nwachukwu, the Anchor staff. This is not the first time. If not because Esther is a seasoned and experienced radio and television presenter, she would have been affected psychologically. I'm a fan of both of you and others. Like that man said, we also listen to other radio and television stations. It is not like this. Please let no one Igbolize or tribalize this fantastic radio and television station. Barrister Darlington should cool down. He should understand that if you have 1,000 people, you could have 1,000 opinions. All right, Obed Oji, thank you so much. But Barrister Darlington does not intimidate me. We have a way, we have our conversations, okay? He likes to have the final word. He's an elderly man, but I always put in my own words and I counter some of the narratives if I'm not comfortable with the narrative that he's spilling or saying. All right? Thank you so much, Obed. Good evening, Esther. Longest time, and I really appreciate your good works. Please, they should release Nnamdi Kanu, and I also supported for the protest which Sowore wanted to embark on. God make it successful in Jesus' name. Thanks, Esther, and God bless you. This is from Rachel from Oshodi. Okay, Rachel from Oshodi, well done. Good evening, DVOP. Onyebuchi Aradiobu from Ojo. To me, the Sowore protest for MNK should be boycotted by Igbos in order not to truncate the progress made so far with dialogue. All right. Good evening, Esther. My name is Moses Ogbaga from Ijibo, Lagos. Just like Barrister Danton is saying, they have started harassing traders and Sowore is not being harassed. That tells you that on the day of the protest, the Igbos will hear it. Barrister Danton is right. Thank you and good night. Good evening. As to you, Esther, protest has been done in Southeast for release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu before Sowore said it. Afaruku women had protested in Umuahia for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and traditional leaders in Abia State had protested in Umuahia to Government House, and Governor Alex Choma Uti came out and assured them quick release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that negotiations are ongoing. Sowore should be allowed to protest for the release of Nnamdi Kanu. Good evening, Esther. My name is Silas from Isolo. I just want to let you know this evening that you have consciously and unconsciously turned to a spokesperson for the current government and their bad governance. Let me repeat the question that Barrister Darlington asked you. Apart from the governors from the Southeast, which other governors in the remaining 5 geopolitical zones is Sowore called to join the protest? There are other 31 governors in Nigeria. Esther, stop being the spokesperson for Sowore or the federal government. Okay, I hear you, but I'm not the spokesperson of the government. I was trying to emphasize on the phrases and particular words, specific words that Omoyele Sowore used. And that was what I used to ask him questions, not my words. Sometimes you guys tune in late and you already have a narrative in your head, but no problem. You're free to say and conclude on whatever you want to conclude. Good evening, Esther. Please help me tell Barrister to stop putting fear in those who are willing to do the protest. Esther, this protest may actually bring the desired result. Thanks, Akubi Iro from Ijibo. Okay, good evening, Esther. Okay. Oh, good evening, Esther. My name is Gabriel from Ikorodu. Silence is a subtle admission of guilt. It is necessary to have this protest. I expect the leaders of Igbo extraction to do what Sowore is doing now, but instead, they were very reluctant, making calls individually. Yes, we know that this government will punish the protesters like they always do. Our people said that he that holds a man on the ground holds himself. We holding ourselves by not engaging in this serious action that will shake the government and make them know the displeasures of the people and the person they are holding. From all indication, these Igbo leaders have not seen enough serious commitment for the release of Nnamdi Kanu. I don't like the angle Barrister is taking this whole thing to. He's making lots of wrong permutations over this matter. Good evening, Madam Esther. I was listening to this radio when you invited Mr. Lawal, Madam Pinto. Mr. Lawal said all Igbo should speak up for the release of Mr. Kanu, but Madam Pinto quickly replied, why is it only Igbo when we are all one Nigerian? That day I was so emotional and posted on my WhatsApp for the love of one Nigeria. This barrister made me realize this night that I am a Yoruba man and not a Nigerian, despite all my efforts as a teacher to promote oneness amongst my pupils. I am so disappointed. All I could see in him this night were ego, jealousy, and inferiority. Even if Sowore is being political, in as much as Mr. Kanu will be released, does not make him a hero, and you can't force Igbo to vote for him, and yet the motive is achieved. Well, VOP, okay, Liko is your name. All right, Esther, please, can you just okay? All right, please, Esther. Peter Obi must not join the protest. Let Peter Obi receive this message. This is from Grandma. Good evening, Esther. It's better you stop Barrister Darlington before he equalizes that station. Chidos to Omoyele Sowore. Nigerians must be one in the fight against our oppressors. Abiodun from Isolo. Okay? Omoyele Sowore should have completely ignored Barrister Darlington in his response. Barrister Darlington is not being pretentious to be suspicious, not trusting Yorubas, and his hatred for anything or anyone he sees as Yoruba. Meanwhile, the same Sowore has over the years said he's not Yoruba but Ijo. Like that caller said, sometimes I find it difficult to know who is the anchor between you and Barrister Darlington whenever he's on your program. Meanwhile, until recently, when I searched for Darlington on Facebook or so, based on his mannerism, I didn't know he was that an elderly fellow. I've been observing him since the days he used to call into SMA FM and other stations. Esther Abeg, who was that fellow, panting or echoing some foreign sounds in the background? Hope no tension whatsoever. Sanvikid from a cotton. No, I don't know. I didn't hear anything at the background though. Barrister Darlington, please do not spoil our good works of activism. Oh. Thank you. This is Swaje from Shasha. Good evening, Esther. Darlington Sowore is protesting because he doesn't want the government to jail him. Please, it's time VOP step aside. Of recent, he has unpopular opinion on matters arising. He has become more of an attacker than an analyst. Okay, I think this is my final message. Good evening, Esther. Okay, all right, thank you very much. God bless you for some of your calls. I think we have a program coming up very soon. Very, very soon right about now. Thank you for all of your messages and your calls. Hello, good evening. How are you?
Hello, good evening.
Yes, good evening, sir. What's your name, please?
It's Henry from Ogudu.
Hello, sir. Can you speak up? I beg you.
I said it's Henry from Ogudu.
All right, Henry, please go ahead.
Yeah, sorry. I just have one or two questions to ask.
Okay.
We heard that the DSS have been harassing those who the Omore Sowore is organizing the protest with. I want to ask, why are they harassing them when they have not even started the protest? Why?
Well, Omore Sowore said it in the interview earlier today, and it was on his platform. We also had it as well. Sahara reporters that they went to harass the traders at the markets in Abuja. I don't know why.
So why are they harassing them when they have not started? This is the reason why Mr. Darlington is saying that this protest he doesn't trust it, because someone who is organizing protest is somewhere else, and you people are going there to harass those who is speaking with. It doesn't make sense. And secondly, I wanted to ask you, did you ask Sowore what hatred does he have with P2B? Because honestly speaking, if, as everybody have been saying, that Sowore is a good man, Sowore is a good man, how come he's not fighting P2B? What have P2B
Well, the conversation was not
Sowore?
about Peter B today. Inviting him was to clarify some of the narratives about his true intention for the protest on October 20. And obviously,
But
some
we all know
Nigerians
that-
believe that
Sure,
the
we
whole
all-
thing
we
could
all-
be a trap.
we all
So
know
I
that.
wanted him to clarify it. And when I mentioned Peter B, he actually got angry about it. I don't know if there's anything personal attached to that.
So, but it's clear to all of us now. We all know that Sowore doesn't like P2B. So why the hatred? What is that thing that P2B has done that makes him hate him that much?
I don't know about hatred. I can't. That word is too strong to use. I don't know about hatred, but he just has a perception. He just has a perception that VOP is a P2B radio station, which I try to discountenance and tell him that's
It's not
true.
possible. Now, is it P2B that owns VOP?
Obviously
It's not. P2B
not.
that owns VOP now.
Definitely not.
P2B is someone people love so much. And when people love someone so much, they speak about him. It's just simple as that.
Well,
So why?
I try to clear that. Thank you very much for calling. Actually, hello. Good evening. Hello. Hello. Okay. Hello. Good evening. How are you?
Drop people for
Hello. Hello. Hello.
Hello?
Yes. Good evening. What's your name?
Madam Esther,
Yes, sir. What's your name, please?
good evening. My name is Robert. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, sir. Go ahead, sir.
You see, this issue that the barrister is talking about is a very sensitive issue. Very sensitive. You know, it is very easy to call people out for protest. Let us go out and protest. And you know, in the animal farm, there are some animals that are more equal than others. As Sowore is now, somebody cannot just mado him and be flogging him. You understand? But lot of other people, the commoners, that will be shouting at the back of Sowore, the Nnamdi Kanu law. What about if they are arrested and they lock them? Who is going to fight for them? That is the question. I don't know, maybe you are getting me now. So, you know, during the NSAS, I told you yesterday, that some Hausa guys, hungry, they were arrested, they were tried. It took the intervention of some Nigerians before they were released. You still remember, right? So that is the angle that Barrister Darlington is looking at it from, not Igbo thing per se. You understand?
All right.
And also, the barrister is looking at it again this way, that for the fact that Kanu is an Igbo man, if anybody want to fight for him, anybody can come, can volunteer. Okay, let us fight the cause. They're calling out a particular person to say, okay, all the governor, because he come from that region. I mean, it looks somehow. I don't know, maybe you get by Darlington's point. When Gani Fawemi was alive, he was fighting for everybody. He kept tribe aside. You understand? So that's the, and as I said yesterday, Sowore does not have good face with the government as we speak now. Sowore does not have good face with this government of Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
Okay.
So anything can happen on that day.
Okay.
That's the truth.
All right. Thank you very
much. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Hello. Good evening. How are you? Hello.
Hello, good evening, sir.
Yes, good evening, sir. What's your name?
Yeah, my name is Chiki. I'm calling from Alpha.
All right. Please go ahead.
Yes, sir. Let me just say something briefly because of the environment I am. There is no way Sowore will not have interest, political interest in that protest. But that doesn't mean that what he's trying to do is wrong. He is trying to do the right thing at the right time. So let's give him that opportunity to do whatever I want to do.
But where have you been? Mayor has been asking of you, wanting to know about your welfare. He said he wanted to do some business with you. He has been reaching out for a very long time. Where have you been?
Well, I find it very difficult to be, because of the nature of my business. I travel everywhere, and
but you're safe.
Sometimes
you're okay.
Well, yeah, everything is good.
You got Mayor really worried. He said he wanted to reach out to you for something, and it took quite a long.
Okay, then
not been able to.
Then maybe pass my contact to the particular president now. Maybe.
Oh, you don't know
we'll talk
Mayor
over.
from First Stack. Yeah, did I get that right? Is it Mayor from First Stack or Satellite Town?
I don't know him in person, but I get to hear his name. Yeah.
Okay. All right then, no problem. All right.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much, Ike from Akpapa. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, we need to wrap up the conversation this evening. My name is Esther Wachuku. Mr. Moyele Sowore, I don't know if you get to watch this YouTube link later on today to actually watch the program. Thank you so much for giving us your time. Albeit we had some network glitches to connect with you. It was quite unfortunate, but thank God we're able to get across to you at the same time. Please dispel that kind of narrative or thought from your mindset. This station is a national radio station. We have people that have different preferences for some of these principles of these political parties or political gladiators. They always express their partisanship sort of to any of these political principles, and we cannot isolate them if they call in to say, oh, I love Peter Obi, oh, I love President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, oh, I love Atiku. You cannot isolate them from expressing their voices. So please dispel that narrative by saying that some of the thoughts and expressions on this platform are induced by the anchor or the presenter, or most of the questions I asked you were, self-induced questions that of my own perception. No, these are questions based on the reaction of the callers, the conversations that we have here. So to clear out the narrative, that was basically why I wanted to speak with you about it. However, I do appreciate you taking your time to be part of the conversation. Nigerians, do have yourself an amazing, beautiful evening. I'll be seeing you tomorrow. Bye for now.
I tell people every day that if you want to doubt anything, hold on, take a look at it very well, visit that place, and then find out. Just do a thorough check, a thorough examination, understand what you're doing, and then you would find out that, hey, it might not be what you think. So it's not about you sitting down in your closet and tell yourself, na lie. Take a walk.